And good morning, everybody. Oh, it's going to be another exciting day as we delve a little bit deeper into the world of the Melville Chamber of Commerce. So now we discussed these chambers of commerce, where they're at, how they change, and each one of them is certainly different, without a doubt. There's a different focus to each one, how you interact with it. It's going to be a little bit different. What you're looking to gain from that also will be a little bit different. It depends. Gotta love that word, right? Actually, not really a big fan of it. The it depends kind of a thing. But the reality is that we have our own stories. We have our own way of doing business. We have our own goals that are in mind. So with the Melville Chamber of Commerce, it really is more business than that local township kind of feeling. But the Melville Chamber of Commerce has been reaching out not only beyond the geographical area of Melville, which is that 110 corridor, which spans quite a few different areas, but also reaching out amongst the other geographical areas, the other townships within the Long Island area. It's great stuff because, as you know, your community is strong as, well, the overall community. And as the overall community gets stronger and stronger, we keep lines of communication open with everybody and see everybody else's stories, issues, and those shared opportunities. It becomes a greater thing. Well, our guest today has totally embraced the Melville Chamber of Commerce. She, beyond being a member of the chamber, decided to get involved with one of the committees, and that has now grown to her total involvement with the Next Generation Committee. NexGen would be the short way of phrasing that. So now the question is not just a geographical difference, but that age difference. Is there an age difference? Oh, I don't know. I've got my own opinions on that, about different age groups and how they've been embracing different, well, technologies, right? I mean, we're all, this digital world has been thrust upon us all at the same time. Were some better prepared for it? Yeah, I would guess so. But, we're all embracing it differently and looking at unique opportunities with it. Well, what about the way of doing business? Has that changed a little bit? Well, fundamentally, I don't think so. How it's approached? Oh, yeah, a little bit in that side of things. So who are we going to speak to today? Today, our guest is the marketing director for World Financial Group. Her name is Monica Zietek, and it is my pleasure to introduce her to you this morning. And good morning, Monica.
Great morning, Brian. Thank you so much. And great morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. So excited to be here and looking forward to this great conversation.
Yeah, same here. And again, I thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to join us. The Melville Chamber of Commerce, I've been involved with them from time to time over the years with different events. Never really got involved with the committee side of it, but just overall, we'll go with the backstory of the whole thing. How did you get introduced to the Melville Chamber?
Oh my gosh, that was like kind of interesting story because I'm not sure if you guys know, Melville Chamber have many groups, not only NextGen, but they have a women's group, they have diversity group, roundtable. So actually, I started from a women's group. I went on one of the events, like everyone else, looking for networking. I found this Melville group right now, Melville Chamber, and I was like, you know what, let me try it. I heard great things. I'm like, let me see. And women were phenomenal with their events. And they did a special event for in March. That was about 3 years ago, before the pandemic, when it was the special month for the Women Month. And I just fell in love with the group. So I become part of the group with the women's group. And then, I had a chance to meet NextGen Group, which was amazing too. Running on their own, phenomenal millennials, growing and expanding. And it happened actually last year when the group kind of fell off and they were looking for a co-chair. And thankfully, I was in the right place at the right time, I
Nice.
believe. And it made it happen. I become a chair, and then I found my co-chair, and super grateful for every single person that actually is with me. I wouldn't be able to run the group without them. They super amazing. All the events they putting together, we putting together as a group. It's not only me. It's not only me and my coach, Sean McNamara. She's my right hand person. I don't think so I would be do anything without her. So I believe in a team. There's no I in the team. And they are a really phenomenal, amazing group. We're growing super fast. We're looking to grow up to 100 members. That's the goal for this year. And looking for even to grow more.
No, it is interesting how that how that whole attitude of the teamwork, the mentoring, that's a big part of every facet of the chamber that I've run across. And I really mean that, not just saying that, this kind of a thing. With the last event that I was at with the chamber, physically at with the chamber, was the trade show, and that was 2019 that I was at, and it was great to see everybody really totally, interacting with each other. So that actually really seems to permeate not only with the trade show participants, but and again, not only with the overall, leadership, but right down to the group level. So, that really becomes a part of it, whether it be the women's group or some of the others. So I'm curious. So you're just to put your business in perspective with the group, World Financial Group, marketing director. Where is that? And I'm curious about this NexGen group.
Absolutely. So Word Financial Group, it's a financial firm. We focus on education, majority for the underserved market. There's a lot of people who unfortunately struggle. I came from country, from Poland, poor country, didn't know much, anything about the money. I never thought I would be in finance, especially finance. I came across this company that taught me everything, and my life changed, not only financially, but personally. I grew. Now I train people, I hire people, and we help many people just understanding the rules of money, because I believe everybody using money, but they don't know how to make more of it, how to protect them, how to grow them. So that's what we focus about with my team on Work Financial Group.
Okay, so I can certainly see why the mentoring aspect of it, whether you're being mentored or mentoring out, the mentor or the mentee, is certainly a big factor in the whole thing. So the next gen group, I mean, so is that an age specific group, or is it more like a concept of next
It
generation?
is a concept. There's we never there's no diversification. There's no, it's only women, or it's only this race, or it's only that age. No, it's all, everybody is welcome. Um we're looking for and we would like to have, millennials more involved. That's something that we're really looking forward, because I believe there's a lot of millennials struggle out there. And like me, I've been there one day. 6 years ago, I started a business. I didn't know what to do. And I wish someone to guide me. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in financial services, but I've been there and I can help you. And that's what is this group for, to help you, to walk you through all your life, and grow whatever, it's a job, or you're an entrepreneur, you want to open up a business. We want to be that support. All the millennials deserve, and they should be together as a one unit. I really truly believe in that. We should be united, and definitely looking forward to do that through the NextGen group. Melville is phenomenal. So many groups. If you like NextGen, you can join NextGen or all of the groups. There we have so many events. We have about 4 to 5 different events every single month. But definitely NextGen would like to have more millennials involved. Also part of the community. We're always looking for a great people to able to help us and grow this group. So absolutely.
Yeah, I would have thought it would be more millennials than anything else, but it's just interesting. There are so many aspects of networking that are exactly the same, right? Why am I going to do business with you? I have to know you, like you, and then trust you. That's the same. How we get there has changed quite a bit. And I'm talking really just in the last year, a little bit more than a year, with this toss into the world of digital. But it is still that fundamental basis, is still the same. So it's interesting. I find it very fascinating to see how everybody's approaching this thing and approaching it differently. We don't pick up the phone anymore. We send emails. How do you get your emails noticed? Part of a marketing group, where we discuss all those kind of things. One of the suggestions too is send a letter, a handwritten envelope letter. what an attention, what an attention grabbing that, thing that, that would be. So is that really a lot of what's going on in the next gen group? It's a little bit more, sharing, of different ideas as to how to approach networking, not, hey, this is my business, this is my product, but really just like, how do you carry yourself on this thing? The elevator pitch and all the rest of that kind of stuff.
So there's two aspects. So for NexGen, our events, we always have two different events. One is for non-for-profit Helping Hands. So we're looking for to help the community grow. We as a millennials, everybody wants to get involved in something, do something good. So we always looking for great non-for-profits to showcase them and help them as much as we can. So we always have one event about that. And the second event is something fun, because really, Brian, you said amazing things. It's really all about the trust. It's all about the relationship. We cannot do the business if there's no relationship. There's no anymore just expensive cards or just I met you and I'm gonna send you the business. No, you actually have to meet me more. If I get to know you very well, I have no problem. Doesn't matter who you are. I will send you the business because I trust you and I like you. And that's majority of the millennials how we do the business. It just has to be that relationship. As long as you're my friend, you're golden. You're gonna get the business. So build a relationship within each other. That's where we're looking for to do, and that's the group is to bring as many people as we can, millennials and others, but build a relationship, culture, connection to grow together and expand together in a business because that's really what it is about right now, the business.
Right. And I personally think a great way of doing that, developing that relationship, that trust factor, is involvement with the nonprofits. Now I've got a big time bias on that one, so I'm very, very involved, with a couple of them. But then you really get a chance when you're meeting people in that common area, that common location. Now you really get a chance to, to have a chat. You're beyond that 30 seconds sitting in a meeting room or a Zoom room. You get the little sidebar conversations and doing that. So I think it's great that you're involved with the nonprofits. So we can. I know I got a bunch of folks that listen to this that are in the nonprofit world. Is there any criteria you have for the nonprofits? How do you identify which ones you might, I'll say might want to get behind and support?
So we're actually just looking for someone who is a Melville Chamber. And as long as they're a Melville Chamber, we'll bring them on one of our events. And we will like just switching around if there's not actually enough of non-for-profits in Melville Chamber, I feel. There is many, but we're still looking for more members. And as long as you're a member, we'll definitely will help you. Right now when the world is started opening, we actually can do in person also help you like some of the non-for-profits they need help, not only just exposure but like real help. Go there, help them with be a volunteer, and that's what we're looking for, to actually be in-person volunteer. So you not only join us, we'll showcase you, but we actually as a group we dedicated that we're going to actually do stuff, go in and support and help whichever we can.
Yeah. And do you wind up with a wide variety of businesses that are involved in the next gen, or like, the small entrepreneurs to a little bit more of the, businesses with multiple employees?
So that's what I love Melville Chamber. It's all about different businesses, starting from small entrepreneurs to us, small businesses to large businesses. You found every single thing is just like like a rainbow. Every single color is right there. Every single business is right there. There's so many diversity in all different industries, and anything what you're looking for, it will be definitely great exposure, and you can definitely grow your business and you can meet amazing people. I'm so grateful for Melville Chamber. My business expanded. I always looking for to grow, and I met so many amazing people who not only helped me, like I said, in the business, but I'm always looking for more personally. Even like you are a phenomenal person. We spoke for a few minutes, and I can feel how you are amazing at what you do, like bringing this interviews and showcase people what is out there, and it's phenomenal. Thank you so much, Brian, for doing this. People
Oh,
need more. to be aware of what's going on. And there's a lot of help out there. They can join Melville Chamber, they can join different events, and can definitely grow their business, and whatever you're looking for, even maybe just to get a friend.
Right. Now, I certainly appreciate that comment, and I love the rainbow idea. It really is good. There is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but yeah, if it's a beautiful journey along the way, you know what, that's fine too. And that's really, I think, where these chambers really play a major part in the whole thing. Look, there are so many people, especially, I was decades, into career, and all of a sudden I had a major shift that went along with it. So it's like, so it was new. The networking side of it was new. So where do you go? How do you do that? Where do you go to it's not even so much as to get help, it's to share ideas and be in that comfortable environment where you could, dare I say, spit out an idea that just is not brilliant. And then they have people work with you, on that one to kind of morph it into something that looks a little bit more rainbow like, not the dark cloud, kind of thing. So that's where, it really is important to create that kind of atmosphere. And the Melville certainly, is that kind of a setting. So you really appreciate, because you lived through it with
A hundred
starting the business.
100%. So yes, I came from different country, and when I struggle a lot, like probably many of you that listening here. I feel like every single little jobs that it could be possible there, and couldn't find myself. I always knew that it's something bigger and better for me. And when I found Word Financial Group, that was it. I was standing in front of the door, an opportunity door, and it knocked on me. I knocked on the door and I opened. I went for it. And of course, I had my bumps and bruises and struggle a lot, but thankfully I had a lot of mentors, and that's what it is. The mentors in the company, the mentors that I met through networking, who, even through Melville Chamber, I met a lot of amazing people. Even when I was not part of it, I was just coming in and joining different events, because we did in the past as a Melville Chamber, a lot of events when you just paid, you don't have to be a member, you can come in, and I met so many amazing people that helped me with the business. I become a better version of myself, which I'm always striving for. Today is a new day, and I'm gonna grow more than yesterday, but that's what we're looking for. It's always to help others to do the same thing. It doesn't matter where you are. It's not your, and end of the story. It's just the beginning of your journey, and we can help you. We can help you. We can guide you. There's a lot of different people in a NexGen or women's group and diversity group. You can find yourself and grow. One of the things we do have, our second events we have in the evening, they're like fun events. You'll be looking for, do always something fun, but also learn and teach something. So always trying to provide with something. We talk about, like you mentioned before, like how to do a pitch, or how to network. Or right now we're gonna have two events coming up, which one of them will be about someone who is successful right now, very successful. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Our special guest. So someone who's super successful, and he's gonna share the journey, how he becomes successful, and what is tips and tricks to do that. So we're always looking for to provide to get someone to get better, because like I said, we all need that. I truly believe we all need that, and we have enough help if we just looking for it, and we'll find it.
Right. Well, that's very great. It's someone who's successful, and it changes. So you could define success in the 70s, or at least I could define success in the 70s. You can't. I can't. I got the gray hairs to prove that one out. But the 70s, 80s, 90s, they once you got to 2000, the first decade, now here we are, now it's like success, success, has changed, I think, quite a bit. It's like, it's not just all about the money. It's about the teamwork. That's a big part of it. It's making sure everything's good for the family. Building out a network. Boy, there was one person I worked with who goes back a little bit further. He was a sole salesperson, and the truest sense of the word salesperson. And I don't think that'll hold true at this point in time. It's not just about what he was just about the product, with all product, and now it's not. So that's why I think this next gen group is kind of fascinating, because it's a molding, we'll say, of different attitudes toward how to go about doing things. Because even this person that's going to speak, it's changed. It's changed. How do you approach a networking group? 2 years ago, they said, "Oh, Monica, here's what you need to do. Go grab you a cup of coffee, or whatever you'd like. Make sure you only have a item in one hand. This way, you're free to handshake in the other, and smile, and make sure you're approachable." Well, that's not true anymore. You know, now you can have a whole plate of food down here. Nobody even knows.
And it's so
You know,
true. You are 100% true, Brian. Everything really changed, and we have to go with the changes. You know, people change, everything change, and the business change. But it's really about that relationship. And right now, like you said, it doesn't matter what you really do, but is you build a connection, and you build that, someone like give you that trust, and you have that relationship. You want to build the business on that, and it's really about the team and people. Yeah, I really truly believe, like I said, it's not about me. It's how many people I can help. How
right.
many people I can help to be where I am. Like I said, I've been there, and where I came from and where I am right now. I am proud of myself. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm still growing. But I truly believe that, based on what I've been, I can help someone else, because I'm not special. I'm literally no special person. I just had the mentorship, and found a great group that helped me grow and develop what I have to develop and be better at everything. And that's what I want to give back. One of the things I love to give back. That's something, I told myself, like, no matter what, I got the opportunity. Now it's my turn to do the same thing for others. Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter industry, doesn't matter where you are. Whatever you're looking for help, just reach out, and whatever I can, I definitely will help you out.
Yeah. No, that's the way to do it. It's to be that sponge. Every once in a while you take in a whole bunch of information, and other times you kind of let it out. To everybody, either mentoring, guiding, call it whatever you'd like to do. But to assist others, is great. And then you become top of mind awareness through others, which is really a wonderful thing. And that's where business comes from. Hey, you need to meet Monica. She's helped me out with this. She's guided me here, made this referral, whatever it is. That's is good. All right. Specifically, if you get a member, you need to be a member of the Melville Chamber in order to attend one of your meetings, or somebody could just join, just attend the meeting just to see what's going on.
So no, right now all the events are Zoom online. You do not have to be a member. And one of the things that I think so people are not aware, you don't even have to live in Melville, around the Melville. You can be anywhere, wherever you are, and you can join us. The all the events are free. It's free to register. When we hopefully soon, maybe June, July, will come back to in person. We have a small fee that people paying because we serve the food or something, so they pay for the food, and you still don't have to be a member. When you are a member, you're getting just great benefits of the exposure, be part of the group, and growing more. But all the events are free of charge. We're looking for to grow. You want to test it out. You want to see if this is a great fit for you, if you like us or not, or maybe there's so many different groups that I really truly believe it. Whatever fits for you, go for it. There's so many groups to choose that I really truly believe that you definitely find yourself in at least one that you want to be part of it. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
I would admit, just like every chamber has got a different focus to it. Some are much more localized, others a little bit more broader in scope, which is really what the Melville Chamber is. And then each of these committees have got a different purpose, also. This definitely, I at least from an outsider's point of view, I definitely would love to attend one. It looks like that mentoring thing and the exchange of ideas through generations and approaches and all the rest of that stuff is kind of fascinating. I personally love the digital world. From my perspective, it is such an unbelievable time saver that's there. You're able to attend various meetings, probably too many meetings, and folks, we shouldn't get carried away. It's like, oh yeah, I got 7 meetings today. It's like, really? I hope there's some business involved in this thing, not just that quote unquote PR networking, kind of thing. But it's opened up a wonderful world, an absolutely wonderful world of possibilities when it comes to reaching out to people. You'd mentioned it. You don't even have to be in Melville. But you don't even have to be in. Maybe you should be in the same time zone if you meet in the morning. Uh,
Right.
you know, I still have a tough time getting guests from California on this thing because it's early, except for one guy, whatever. But you do have the accessibility, now that things are on Zoom. And the meeting is like, so a normal meeting that you would have, everybody goes rent a room, Zoom room, and explaining who they are, right? Give you a chance to do the intros, that kind of a thing. Or is there like a topic that's being discussed
So
at a
all the
meeting?
meetings, yeah, all the meetings are different. So you always have like a topic of something, right? So the last event we brought a non-for-profit Smile Farms
Hmm.
where they help disabled people find different jobs. So we always have a topic. So in the beginning we'll I just explain who we are and what we're looking for, and just as general NexGen, we have a welcome, and we have about 15 to 20 minutes for a non-for-profit that will speak about what they are about, what they're looking for, how we can help them. We have a Q&A, and the last 30 minutes is networking. So we always want to give the education, a learning part, and share something, but at the same time we want to network and meet you. You not only come in to learn something, but we want to learn about you. So about 30 minutes, we have 2 to 3 breakup rooms, depending how much time we have and depending how many people we have. We always have a breakup rooms on the end where we can meet you. We always have like a 2 icebreaker questions, because a lot of people, they just they don't know what to say, or what I'm gonna be in the break room, what I'm gonna like do a speech about who I am and all that. Like, so we're doing usually fun stuff. We'll have like an ice breaking question. Um, that is just, we're gonna ask you like, what is your I think so it was really really cool one for Thanksgiving we did, like, what is like one dish that you would like did not want to like include in your Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. And it's just like very something people would think about it, and it just break that ice that they can start talking about something silly or funny or feel comfortable, and then it's okay for them to speak about what they do, and they just okay with it, like they super comfortable at that point.
That's a great idea. I was going to ask you if you use breakout rooms in that, because it's, look, when you're in a room with 50 people, it's tough to have those little sidebar kind of conversations. You go into the breakout rooms, it's certainly much more effective because you get a chance to talk. Just like if you and I were at an event, there's 100 people at the event, and we have our little small 3, 4 people, chit-chatting away, it's there. But it's great that you do that kind of a question. That goes to like common ground. When we go to sit in a boardroom, it's one kind of conversation. Go to you have that same group of people, you put them out and walking someplace, it's a totally different conversation. So that's a wonderful that's a wonderful question. Food is the great thing that brings us all together.
It
Ugh.
definitely is. It's my favorite. I love food, and that's something can, can talk forever about that.
Well, I won't ask you about food then, because we're coming down to the end of it here. But I'll let you, whatever final comment that you would like to make. And I got a great group for you to join if you like food. They're phenomenal.
Yes,
It's all about
please.
dining on Long Island. So we'll put a plug in over there. And I know the
Oh,
chamber is big with the restaurants too, which is so
perfect.
good.
I actually am part of it.
Oh,
They're a great group, and they posting so many different things. Absolutely.
yeah,
Some of our different groups that I'm part of also, they're using that for bring the events to the place. That group is amazing. Um,
absolutely.
and I want to just thank you so much, Brian, for having us. We definitely want to invite you to join us for our next event coming up, that we have. It's on May 20th. Uh, I believe so. I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I
We'll,
miss
we'll
We
put the
have so many
calendar
events.
up.
I'm like, that holy, it's May 20th, and it will be at 9:30 in the morning. You can find us, you can follow us on Instagram, NextGen Professionals. You can find us on LinkedIn. Melville Chamber also has a LinkedIn and Facebook, and also Instagram. You can find us on melvillechamber.org. You can download the app to find us, and any event that you're interested, join us. We're definitely looking for more members. We're definitely looking for to grow the group. If you want to be part of it, part of the committee, just contact us. Also, you can find my information on melvillechamber.org. You can look for different members, but we definitely want to see you at our next event, upcoming events that we have so many this month, and definitely looking forward to that.
Hey, I'd be looking forward to it also. I look forward to, to seeing you, at one of these events, as we go through. I'm definitely impressed. You got so many different social media sites, to make the thing work. And that's for the group, not just for the chamber, right?
That's correct.
That's all right. I keep going through, I got to make sure all my sites are updated and they're all looking good, for this to, on that kind of thing, which is a whole discussion in and of itself too. Making sure that social media presence is there, because it's not just about the business card anymore. Yeah, it's
Nope.
not. That
That's
conversation
all
makes,
changed.
yeah, it definitely has. So it's all good. Now you need the digital business card as you attend these things. Make sure you send people back to the site. Fascinating stuff. Monica, thank you so much. I love starting the day, with these kind of conversations. You're absolutely terrific. Love the fact that you've totally embraced not only being a member of the chamber, but just going forward and moving forward with the NexGen group, becoming a chair and doing what you do. It's all good.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you, everyone, for watching us. And I'll see you on our next event.
Okay.
Have a great day.
And you can put some of those links up below, in the comment section over here. This way we have everything. And I'll chat with you a little bit later.
Doing right now.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool. All right, bye-bye. There is a difference between being a member and getting involved. Monica got involved. Totally got involved. Has that helped the business? Oh, I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has, because this idea of what is networking, right? Who's going to do business with you? And this is the same. I don't care if we're getting together face to face. I don't care if we're getting together digitally. It doesn't even matter if it's just like an email you send out. People are going to do business with those that they know, like, and trust. That is the same today. That was the same 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I think even longer than that, right? You could read some of these books, that creator of the whole thing, and it's that same thing there too. Know, like, and trust. How do you do that? Well, sometimes it means taking a leadership role in a group of some sort. This way you get a chance to interact with people differently. It's not just about your business. It's about helping people move forward. That's an important thing to do. How do they know that? How do they know that they could trust you? Well, my take on that one is certainly getting involved with the nonprofit world, because if you're in or volunteering, whichever way you can, with a nonprofit that means something to you, you're going to run across other people where that nonprofit means something to them too. Now, you got a trust factor that's tossed in over there, because there are conversations that will take place there. And again, they got nothing in the world to do with business. It's got everything to do with that magical word of, integrity. And then the business will follow. The right business will follow. You're working with the right people, whether they do business with you or they're referring business to you or just talking about you in other places. It's all there. That's it. It really is that simple. How do you get there? There's a different strategy for everything. Depends on you. Oh, I said it. I know. I didn't mean to, but I did. It depends. Depends on you. How do you get started with it? Contact somebody like Monica, join a group, join a mentoring group, join something where you are comfortable speaking about what it is you're trying to accomplish and what you're doing now to get there. Find that comfortable environment in order for you to share your thoughts and ideas, and you in turn will share your thoughts and ideas with other people. In fact, there's quite a few different ways about doing that one. More on that one, as we go through, but certainly reach out to the Melville Chamber if you are in and around that area or interested in that aspect of it. It's got great stuff going on over there. All right, we'll put up the links for that one. This way you have the access to it. Do what you do best, my friends. Do what you do best, and that is 3 things. Speak well, speak often, and live inspired.